So this morning we've walked around town a bit, making our way to the Narva Museum, the fort, castle, however you want to call it. And we've seen the town hall, or city hall, or either way. And we've also seen some old school playgrounds, which I didn't think exist anywhere anymore. And now, as we are approaching the beach promenade, we have our first peek at Russia, which is across the river from Narva. So here you can see on the left there is a castle on the Russian side, and on the right there's a castle on the Estonian side. We're going to the one on the right. We can cross the bridge, which is the neutral zone between countries, and you can actually see cars waiting in the queue to get to Russia. On the left, the town in Estonian is Jaanidin. In Russian, I think it's called Ivangorod. And the river between us is the border, basically, that separates Estonia from Russia. So let's go forward and see what the castle looks like from close up. This is the view to the castle building itself from the inner yard. Over here, I think these have been entrances to the defense wall on which I'm standing, but these have collapsed, so there's no way in there. We have now been granted access to the museum for a little bit of local currency, and also he gave us some coins. I'm not sure what they are for yet, but they mentioned that they are for the northern yard, so we'll see. Someone's taken the time to build a model of this fort from Lego. Check out the thickness of this door. Take some time to get through that, and that's only for a toilet. We're now entering the refectory, or however it's pronounced, and I would like to show you the door again, not the thinnest door. And you can see a little slot there, and that's where this sits in, so you can reinforce the door from this side in addition to the bolt. And here is the room itself, a little modernized lamps. And an audience of one. And from the back wall we get into the chapel. And also you can see a reinforced door, reinforced with metal. Also the sides are covered with metal, and it can be reinforced with this beam or joist or whatever you call it. The chapel apparently also had a fireplace. And over there should be the northern yard. So let's see what these coins can get us. Very low door here. And here we can apparently walk a bit on the wall. And this is the northern yard. And some restoration works here. On the wall here we have the shooting holes, or well, they're not windows, they're holes to shoot at anyone who has managed to breach the outer yard. Another interesting thing I spotted, that half of these holes have wall thicker on the bottom and half of them don't. I'm sure there were some practical reasons for this, but I just checked. This castle was built somewhere around, or finished somewhere around the 16th century. The current look of the castle was achieved around that time. And by then cannons were already used in warfare. So did you draw a straw to choose who gets to be on the weaker spot and who gets to be on the thicker spot? Here we have some lower levels, and then below that we have the northern yard. Someone's making a fire there. I don't have a clear idea what's the purpose. It could be for the blacksmiths or whatever they are reenacting here. On the lower level we have also some shooting holes, and I think I found out the reason for the lower levels. Here I think this used to be the main entrance. We cannot get in through here right now because this is the bit that's under restoration, but as you can see the lower levels are both sides here. So if you do manage to break in through here, I'm guessing they would have some more gates here by the looks of it, and then it can cause a serious pain for whoever comes through this gate. Here we have a baby cannon in its enclosure. It will take several years before it will get as big as its bigger relatives. In the lower levels there are some handicraft shops and also workshops. We have pottery, and we have pharmacy sort of, and leatherworks. So all of them have things that can be bought for these coins. We're up on the riverside wall, and as you can see there are also shooting holes here. The upper wall bit is almost as high as I am, and if we was a the baby cannon just made a noise. How cute. Okay, back here we can see the other castle through here. Russian flag waving in the wind. And the river has a quite current to it. So imagine trying to conquer this fort from the riverside under constant fire, probably from both sides, as they are claimed to be the sister castles. So, and at some point both of them were ruled by the same government also, I think, or either the Danes or Swedes, I'm not that sure. As the other side is in renovation, we're heading to the tower again through the chapel. These are quite low steps actually for castles. Most castles seem to have higher steps and narrower also. This is quite easy to walk on. I always like a good ship model. This is an 18th century Russian battleship. Here, one floor up, we have a toilet. If my camera can stay put. A toilet with a view. A thing I noticed about the door of this balcony, it also has this reinforcement beam. Now, who are they expecting to come in through here? This is so high up. There's no way anyone is coming in through this door. Please move along. So this here is like a balcony type thing for defense, with small windows for shooting out. Now there are of course glasses in front. It's much like the vassal guard towers had, a sort of ledge on a higher floor to allow better aim at the enemy over the walls. Here we have some historic decorations of someone's long-sleeved hand grabbing a baby's genitalia. So I'm back on the lower floor with the models and weapons, and over here, as you can see by the pose, this appears to be a weightlifter's body armor. Over here are some models of how the Narva castle has evolved. So we're now leaving the hotel. The hotel receptionist was kind enough to allow us to keep our bike in their yard until we're done with the Narva Museum, even though the checkout time is already passed. So we're just going to navigate our way out of Narva towards Tallinn, actually, but we're going to go until Jõhvi. That's because we cannot get to our next destination any closer, or any straighter, actually. Our next destination is going to be near the beginning of the Narva River, by which the Narva Museum stays, or is built, or the Narva Castle actually is built, which is now a museum. And near the beginning of the Narva River is another castle, which is of course more ruined, but we still want to see it. And we also may get a glimpse of the Peipsi Lake, or Lake Peipsi, which is the largest lake Estonia has, even though we don't completely own it. It's half ours, half Russian. As with Narva River, the border runs through it. And then we should have some lovely roads as we proceed towards Tartu, which is further south. But we'll see how far we get today. We're not in a rush. We're just taking it day by day, and as yesterday showed us, there are plenty of surprises to be had, so we're not making any plans time-wise.